Good evening, everyone. You know, you really can't see anyone in the audience when you're up here. This is amazing. Maybe I will stay on script, Sharon. Good evening, everybody, and thank you for joining us this evening. My name is Jacqueline Mathias, and I'm the Executive Director of the Community Foundation of Carroll County. It is my pleasure to welcome you and the class of 2023 Philanthropists of the Year Awards. This is the community's one opportunity a year to honor those who have passion for our community, dedication to service, and vision for the future. Now, in its 15th year, Philanthropists of the Year, or as we affectionately call it, POY, recognizes those who have achieved greatness over a lifetime of personal giving and community service, the ability to grow a long-standing and successful nonprofit organization, and to those who bring new ideas to life, but most importantly, those who make an immediate and everlasting impact in our community. The Community Foundation of Carroll County's partner programs do an incredible job of growing their mission every single day. It is our pleasure and why we are so proud to support each one of those 300 programs and scholarships by providing them the legal groundwork and underpinning so that they can focus on fulfilling that mission. It is this ongoing partnership that's what makes the Community Foundation's success possible, and it helps us support so many impactful programs in our community. It is my honor tonight to introduce tonight's MC, which means you guys don't have to listen to me the whole time. Mr. Graham Dodge. Graham is an award-winning entrepreneur, author, and patented inventor. He is the co-founder of 6 startups and mentor to many of those through his work at Johns Hopkins Technology Ventures. He is recognized for building one of the Entrepreneurs Magazine's 100 brilliant companies and currently serves as the top executive of 2 501c3 nonprofit organizations. One based at MIT that develops open source technology for the World Health Organization, and the other is called Magic, which is based here in Westminster. Offers STEM education and technology workforce development opportunities in cybersecurity, robotics, data science, app development, and game development. Graham lives here in Westminster with his wife and 5 kids. Please welcome Graham to the stage. It's all you, Graham.
Thank you, Jackie. Thank you very much. All right, good evening, everybody. Thank you, Jackie. It is an honor to be here tonight with you all celebrating the Community Foundation of Carroll County and the class of 2023 Philanthropists of the Year. We know that each and every fund and scholarship that is part of the Community Foundation family makes a difference right here in our community and even abroad. But tonight we are celebrating excellence, achievements, and longevity. We are honoring those who have hit the ground running and those who have turned tragedy into something special. Tonight we celebrate our 4 incredible honorees. This year our theme is, what keeps you growing? All year long we have been asking ourselves and others to explore their motivation for giving, for taking the risk, for stepping up, to make a difference in our community and beyond. Tonight we will hear 4 stories from 2 Community Foundation nonprofits and from 2 individuals, each unique and inspiring. All have taken root in Carroll County and made important contributions to our community. With that, I'm excited to bring you tonight's program. Tonight you will be entertained, you will be moved to tears, and we believe you will leave here tonight with a full heart and hope for the future. Together, we will learn how each of these organizations and individuals continue to grow and plant seeds for the future. But before we begin, join me in thanking those who have made the class of 2023 Philanthropists of the Year Awards possible. First, thank you to the staff of Carroll Arts Council for this great space, and to Collision Course for the amazing food for our reception. And please join me in thanking our board of directors. Please stand and be recognized, including President Bill Gehring, Vice President Thomas Bayard, and Treasurer Caroline Babylon. Donations to the POY awards are directed to the Audrey Simoneau Legacy Fund, established in 2021 to ensure the sustainability of this community foundation. Named for our founder, who led this foundation from 1994 to 2020, it was Audrey Simoneau's vision that brought the community foundation concept to Carroll County. A gift to our legacy fund is truly the gift that keeps on giving. Each donation ensures the ongoing operations of the community foundation and provides the strong foundation needed to build, grow, and ensure the legacy of hundreds of Carroll County nonprofit organizations and scholarships. Next, we want to thank all of our sponsors. Thank you to our Redwood sponsors, Hill Development and Command Sergeant Major Retired General Thomas Baird. Sorry, not General. Sorry, Tom, I knew I was going to get that wrong. Evergreen sponsors, Mr. William Gehring and the Collert Foundation. Our Oak sponsors, Mrs. Carolyn Scott, Mr. Glenn S. Baer, Mr. and Mrs. Stanley Tevis III, and Bite Right Support. Thank you to all of our sapling sponsors. And all of our seedlings sponsors. And finally, to our partners, Jones Custom Murals and Painting, the Community Media Center for the production support this evening, and Hoffa Beans. Okay, and now we are excited to present you with the Class of 2023 Philanthropists of the Year. So please sit back and enjoy the show. Our first category is new this year. The Community Foundation of Carroll County staff asked its nonprofit partners to name the business, family, or friend that has made a positive impact on their mission. This category is our BFF award. This business, family, or friend, BFF, has gone above and beyond for a community foundation fund and in turn the community. Not just making donations, but making a difference. Not just donating time, but giving it their all. They have changed lives, created an environment for improvement, or made another type of significant impact in the community. Nominated by Community Foundation clients, also known as the funds, and affirmed by the Board of Directors, they have made donations, volunteered, or made other in-kind contributions that continue to make or have made a significant positive impact on a fund of the Community Foundation of Carroll County. Presenting this year's BFF Award is Thomas Gruhl. Tom is the executor of Ellsworth Cemetery and the Knights of Columbus, Maryland State Council's State Warden.
Wow, you really can't see anybody. Hello, my name is Tom Gruhl, and I started restoring the Ellsworth Cemetery about 14 years ago. I'm proud of many things that we've been able to do, such as to identify 180 unmarked graves, and we've had 11 headstones made for Civil War veterans and had them installed. I'm also grateful to Audrey, Jackie, and Melody, and the help and support that the Community Foundation has given the Ellsworth Cemetery. The Foundation's support to move the deed into a 501c3 was so very important. They handle the funds of the cemetery, which both saves me time, but it also protects the funds. We could never have done all of the things that we've been able to do in the cemetery without the Community Foundation of Carroll County. I am also very thankful for all of the support from the community and its leaders. There is one man in particular, and I am delighted to introduce Joe Dominic. Joe has been a tremendous ally and friend of the Ellsworth Cemetery. For more than 2 years, Joe has shown his dedication and generosity to preserving the history and beauty of this sacred place. He and his company, Gage Digital Media, have gifted us with a stunning logo and professional website that showcases our work and our discoveries. Thanks to their amazing contribution, we can share our stories, videos, and photos with the world and attract more support and interest. Joe also connected us with the wonderful people of Westminster, who awarded us a $1,000 grant that helped us leverage another grant. They also created a captivating video that highlights the importance and challenges of our mission. Joe was the visionary who suggested that we pursue annexation into the city of Westminster, which opened the door for us to join the heart of the Civil War heritage area. He also introduced us to two outstanding professionals, Ms. Kelly Schaefer and Mr. Marshall Green, who generously offered their legal and surveying services for free. Joe has been an invaluable advisor and constant source of encouragement and inspiration. We are so grateful to have Joe as our supporter. I would like to invite my partner, Diane Betcher, researcher for the Ellsworth Cemetery, and Joe Dominic to the podium.
Friends, family, thanks so much. I'm really happy to be able to have a chat with Joe tonight.
Sorry.
You okay?
We'll try to have a chat.
Okay. So, Joe, when did you first learn about Ellsworth Cemetery?
So I was at a mayor and council meeting. I was the mayor at the time. I believe it was 2019. And you know, we had someone come to the meeting, and he's a current commissioner, Tom Gordon. If anybody needs me to do anything different with this, just let me know. But, he came to the meeting, and he brought this up. He said, Ellsworth Cemetery, I don't know who knows the whole story, but it's not in the city, and there's a reason for that. And he explained the reason. We had some Civil War soldiers come home from war because the color of their skin, they weren't allowed to be buried in the city of Westminster. So they bought a plot of land just outside the city, and it turned into Ellsworth Cemetery. And my first thought was, if I'm the mayor of the city, and I've seen the cemetery a bunch of times, and I drove past it like everyone else does when they drive past the cemetery and didn't think much of it. And I was like, if I don't know the history of the cemetery, how many people really do? So I was very interested in it, and I immediately wanted to right the injustice and annex it into the city. A couple months into the future, COVID hits, and a lot of that stuff got pushed off. And then I didn't run again, and it was in my mind. So I went back to a council meeting or two, made a statement, and was introduced to you guys, and the rest is history.
There you go, yeah. And so I know that the Hay Westminster grant, in addition to the funds that we got from the Hay Westminster grant, we actually were able to leverage it for another grant. And they also produced a video, and I think we have that we can share right now.
Hello, I'm Audrey Simoneau. Welcome to Ellsworth Cemetery. We're here today to tell you a little bit about what's going on in this old Civil War cemetery, started by 6 Civil War soldiers returning to Westminster from the war.
Hi, my name's Tom Gruhl. I started taking care of the cemetery about 12 years ago. There are 26 veterans here. We quickly found that a lot of the veterans' headstones had either been busted or removed. So we set off to get headstones for all the veterans. It broke my heart that these people were being forgotten, that the headstones had been knocked over, that some of them had been damaged.
This has been the Black Cemetery for Westminster for all these years. At that time, Black people were not allowed to be buried within the city limits. And the city limits are a stone's throw from right here.
One of the important people here that we have, Nicholas Parraway. He lived to be 110 years and 7 months. He was the first Black man allowed to vote in Carroll County. The city of Westminster would send a limousine to pick him up and bring him to the polling places. Here was this Black man that had come out, first guy to be able to vote, and how he really turned the whole tide of the thinking of people out there.
This cemetery in Westminster is a treasure and a source of pride, not just the Black community, but everybody.
We set out to find headstones for everybody, and of course, to do that, we had to prove where they were. We thought we would find about 30 unmarked graves, and we found 182 unmarked graves. Our goal is to put in headstones from the military for all the veterans, and then with grant money and money that we get from organizations like Hey Westminster, to fix some of the broken stones here, or to put headstones in for people that don't have headstones. People where we know the name and we know where they are, but to put a small stone back for them with the money that we can raise. We're hoping that this cemetery, we can teach the younger generation why it's important. These souls were buried out here because they weren't allowed to be in city limits. And to keep the work that we've been doing going through the next generation and the next generation and the next generation. And we want the community to be involved. And we've got lots of great plans. We're hoping to put QR codes by the headstones so that you can scan the code and it will bring up the history of the person that's there.
This project is one of the best things that I've ever been involved in my life. It's owned by the Community Foundation of Carroll County, so anyone who wants to make a donation to help us improve the cemetery, repair what needs to be repaired, can make a tax-deductible gift to Ellsworth Cemetery in care of the Community Foundation of Carroll County.
To see it start from just trying to make it so that people can come in and see it, to seeing people putting new flowers and monuments next to the graves of their loved ones, which means they're coming back, they're visiting, to physically touch a headstone for a veteran that hasn't had one in 100 years.
This is not a sad place. It's not. The wind is blowing, it's beautiful. When I come in here, we're completely surrounded by commercial and Route 140. I don't hear that when I'm here. It is so peaceful and serene. It's a happy place. It really is. It's not a sad place at all. It's a happy place. And the people who come to work here come because they love it.
Hey, Westminster,
let's be awesome.
So in addition to the video, can we talk a little bit about like how the Hey Westminster organization helps support the raising the cemeteries, supporting their efforts and raising awareness about the cemetery?
So Hey Westminster is a group I'm part of. I'm a trustee there with a couple other people here, I think. Go Hey Westminster. But we, it's a great group. It's part of, we're a chapter of the Awesome Foundation. And at the very base level, we give a $1,000 grant every single month to a different organization. It's not always a nonprofit. It can be a small business, as long as it helps make Westminster better. But that $1,000 grant tends to be the smallest thing that we do, because we produce a video for every single one of these. Actually, Justin Willett of Global Media is the one that does that, and he donates a video for every single month, except for I think one, where we had another videographer come in. But that video and other things that we do to promote the organizations that we give grants to tend to bring more value than the actual grant. And a lot of organizations, aren't going to have the resources to get a professional video production done, and it can go a long way. So we try to, not only help support things with a financial piece, but also help the community find out about things that a lot of people don't know about.
Yeah. Thank you so much. The other piece that we really got from your help with us is your company, Gage Digital Media. Offered some in-kind services. So could you talk a little bit about that process and what that entailed?
Yeah, so I always look at what I can bring to an organization or a project, and money always helps, but I always try to look at how I can leverage whatever other resources or connections that I have. And I didn't know the story, so but I'm a professional storyteller at a marketing agency, and we tell stories. So I thought, what better way to help than to help tell the story? And you got to start with a website where, as you know, you can upload the stories of individuals that are buried there, the story of the actual website. It's more of a forum than it is a website. And a nice website has to have a nice logo. So we had to make it look good, and it's a really good resource. And I remember trying to tell people about Ellsworth, and it's really hard to just put it into words, verbally. And when you go to the site, you can see and feel things that you wouldn't see and it wouldn't touch you the same way if someone just told you. Yeah. So that's why we went about it that way.
Yeah, and that's been a real blessing as we. Some of you may already follow us on our Facebook page, which is a great place to share things, but it's not permanent. It's not, it's fleeting. It's somewhere else. So this way, we actually can control the message or own the story and not have it be somewhere else. So, and we love the logo. We use it on everything, including bookmarks. And if you look closely, my earrings tonight.
I didn't notice it until right now.
Yeah.
Those are beautiful earrings.
Yeah. Shout out to the maker space at the Westminster Library. Okay. So as we've talked about previously, Ellsworth was outside the city limits of Westminster. So you talked a little bit about, when you were mayor and the annexation, but if you could talk a little bit about what was that process and, some of the other resources you were able to bring to us.
Yeah. So like I said, when it was mentioned, and we all, some of us knew a little bit more about the cemetery than others. But I will say that, I was the mayor, but there were five council members, and it was unanimous. Like everyone wanted to do something about this. Then the pandemic hit. And then it just took a reminder and everything went back into motion. But there's a lot more that had to go into it. It wasn't just the city needing to agree to it. There's other stuff that had to happen. And I wanted to do it for two reasons. One, to right a wrong, but also it could open up possibilities as we know now for grants and things like that. And I wasn't sure what those things were even going to be, but I knew they wouldn't exist if it wasn't annexed. So, and I remember I had to convince you guys a little bit that it was a good idea.
You did. We weren't sure. We were like, well, we haven't been part of the city for 150 years. So.
Yeah. So we went about that, and I went back and reminded the new mayor and council, and everyone was 100% on board right away. I don't want to give credit for that, but also there's other work that needed to be done. And I had a friend that was a land use attorney that sometimes we would fight back and forth when I was mayor, and she felt really bad about that. So when I called her about Ellsworth, within like a second of me finishing the ask, Kelly Miller, formerly known as Kelly Schaefer from Schaefer Miller and Herf, she agreed immediately to do it. And we talked about what would need to happen, and we knew that we would need a civil engineer. So I reached out at that time to Marty Hackett, who I knew better, and his, he turned it over to his partner, Marshall Green. But again, within a second of me asking, Marty said, we're in. We love to do stuff like this for the community. Let's do it. And he's like, man, I don't know. We probably already engineered 3 of the 4 sides of it anyway. So, but no, I guess my point is I reached out to the community, and without hesitation, they jumped right in. And everyone's done more work on this than me, so I feel honored to be up here. But everyone put a lot of time and effort to this, and I really appreciate it. I appreciate not only that they did it, but how quickly they agreed to do it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. And yeah, it has been amazing, the number of people who will come out and dig holes to install the headstones, and the community has really rallied around this. I think Audrey said it best, this treasure of Carroll County. So. Thank you so much for all of your support. Thank you to the Community Foundation of Carroll County. We couldn't do it without you because we don't know how to do all that other, legal stuff and financial stuff. So we're able to focus on taking care of the cemetery. So thank you so much.
Thank you for letting me be part of it.
Also, Sharon wanted me to keep tabs on the Orioles score for all of you tonight, and they are up by 2, so over the Nationals. All right, our next award is the Rooted in the Community Award. This award recognizes the success and impact of a long-standing fund of the Community Foundation of Carroll County. This award recognizes a fund that has been in operation at least 7 years with the Community Foundation of Carroll County, and the founders have created and established a fund that embodies their commitment to their chosen cause and through its mission in making a lasting impact on the community. Presenting this year's Rooted in the Community Award is Alexander Medeiros, son of Tamara and Jack Medeiros and Rita's triplet brother. Please welcome Alex to the stage.
No worries. All right. Thank you, Joe, for what an awesome mission. Yeah, thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Alexander Medeiros, and I am Tamara and Jack Medeiros' son. Hopefully they come up. You guys should come up now. The founders of Rita's Closet. So tonight I've been given the lovely honor of awarding Rita's Closet and the Rita Medeiros Scholarship on behalf of the Community Foundation of Carroll County. When my parents founded the organization, I was a decade younger, and my triplet sister Rita had recently passed away in a car accident. As the theme of tonight goes, what keeps us growing? We needn't look further than our own adversities. As we traverse these treacherous trenches of life, we will be met with catastrophes from all sides, and we can either stay stagnant or we can grow. Just as the dandelion blown into the wind has reached an end, spreading seeds across a field. Rita's passing was the end of her life, but she spread seeds across a field she'll never get to see. The Community Foundation acts as a field for these volunteers to take root. We're so very fortunate to have them, and I think I can speak for all of us when I say, congratulations, Rita's Closet. You deserve this. Rooted in the Community Award, and so much more.
Good evening. My name is Tamara Medeiros. Rita's Closet was born out of tragedy. Our daughter Rita was very excited about her prom dress and went to show it to her boyfriend, and on her way home, she was involved in a single car accident that ended her life. She had that prom dress in her car, and in conjunction with friends, the idea came to start a scholarship in Rita's memory. We started collecting prom dresses that grew to short party dresses, bridal gowns, and the list goes on. Our first scholarship was given in 2013, and we set a goal to add a school each year. We started retailing in 2015 and have reached our goal of providing a scholarship in every high school in Carroll County and the Career and Technology Center. Along with scholarships, we also provide dresses to girls in need. At each high school, we've partnered with ARC and other special needs services to provide work opportunities for their clients. We opened the store in the mall in 2017, and Virginia, Jenny Ryan, was our manager, and she had a great vision for Rita's and a passion to help us succeed. We wanted to take a moment to honor her memory as we recently lost her, and she will be dearly missed by our community. We have an extremely supportive community, and with the support of the Community Foundation of Carroll County, have kept our dream and vision alive. We are an all-volunteer, and we always are looking for volunteers. So when considering a volunteer opportunity, please keep Rita's Closet in mind. You can find us at ritascloset.org. We just want to take a moment to thank our volunteers. They are featured here tonight because they are our core and our heart and our soul, and they keep us going every single week. And without them, we could not succeed, so my fondest thanks. We want to thank the Community Foundation and our community very much for the award and recognition that we're receiving this evening, as it would not be possible without all of you. People who donate dresses, people who bring us volunteers, students who come and get service hours. Tonight, we have a very special treat. We are showcasing just a few of our many dresses. You can see all of us wearing our formal wear. And our special treat is that we have guests from the Tawnytown Dance Studio, junior and senior dance company members, and the director, Miss Kim Galladay, and their friends that are here to help showcase Rita's Closet and the many offerings we provide. Thank you for being here, and thank you for choosing us. We appreciate it so much.
We are excited to present the Rising Star Award for 2023. It's like a Rookie of the Year award. This honoree, the honoree of this is a fund that is within its first 2 years of having established their fund within the Community Foundation of Carroll County, is making significant impact and contributions to the community within the parameters of their intended mission, and has gone above and beyond all early expectations. To present the Class of 2023 Rising Star Award is the entrepreneur's lawyer, Mr. Jonathan Wheatman.
Great. Thank you, Graham. Well, I have the distinct honor this evening to present two people that I think most of our community already knows. They're first known for their prolific distribution of Be Kind signs. And by prolific, I mean prolific. Over 8,500 signs, and I noticed this evening in the main gallery out front in one of the member art pieces, there is a Be Kind sign painted in the art piece. I didn't know that coming here tonight, but from right outside the doors here all the way to Saudi Arabia, you can find a Be Kind sign. But that's not even why we're here. Tina Thomas and Eric Hyde Miller have done even more and have bigger plans. They founded Action for Kindness, which supports individuals and organizations by funding activities that promote the message of kindness through words and art in the community. That's why we're here this evening for them. Action for Kindness provides grants, including those who want to host an Infinite Love Be Kind sign workshop, but that's not all. Add to that the Kids Kindness Grant program that's in development right now. Oh, and you might have noticed the Kindness Stroll happening at this moment in Westminster through the end of the month. That's also Tina and Eric and Action for Kindness. The Community Foundation of Carroll County's Philanthropist of the Year Rising Star Award could not have been better chosen. It's certainly very appropriate for these two. It is my very, very sincere and deepest pleasure to ask you to help me welcome my friends Eric Hyde Miller and Tina Thomas to the stage to receive their award and to tell us more about Action for Kindness.
Thank you to the Community Foundation of Carroll County. Thank you to John, Graham, Jackie, Sharon for putting everything on. The Community Foundation Board and staff, we are so grateful. We also like to thank our advisory board. Amanda and Sarah are both here, and Jessica and Ben, who couldn't make it today.
We are grateful to be here, and thank you for this honor. Why do we do this? Because
we believe everything functions better when you're around kind and compassionate people. You've seen the signs, those Be Kind signs. Well, approximately 2 years into the project, a friend's son said, I want to paint my own sign. And Eric came up with the idea of allowing kids, all kids, to be able to paint their own sign with a stenciled version of it. And then, about 1.5 years ago at Charm City Bluegrass, we had over almost 100 kids and adults painting their own sign in a beautiful venue, outdoors, music, positive vibes, and with a little instruction from us, we thought maybe we might have something here.
kids of all ages love painting their signs at our workshops. It empowers them to be kind and encourages others to do the same. At these events, we take a lot of photos because people love seeing the smiling artist with their freshly painted signs.
Yeah. The kindness workshops we've developed infuse mindfulness and positivity, and we throw in a little bit of jazz music to make it a fun, creative atmosphere for everybody. And as certified yoga instructors, we also bring in breath work to our workshops. So we would like to invite you an opportunity to stand up because you've been sitting for a while, and let's do a little bit of yoga. So everybody stand up.
We'll be gentle, we promise.
Yes.
Okay. Big inhale, hands up, and let it go.
Okay, in through the nose, out through the mouth.
And one last time.
Last time.
Hands overhead, inhale, give yourself a little back bend, and release.
Congratulations, you've just done some yoga. Go ahead and shake it on out and sit down. We established a nonprofit because there are dreamers and organizations and people who want to provide the kindness workshop experience, like you just had, or other kindness and SEL plug-in activities, but they do not have the resources or funds to do so. We're grateful to the Community Foundation of Carroll County because with their support, they make it way easy for us to help put together our projects and get them up and running quickly.
as we were preparing for this event, we were struck by how similar our message is with the Carroll Foundation. We both want to actively help people be kind, compassionate, and do good in the community. We started this project because we want people to be we started this project because we want people to be kind, compassionate, to work together, to build things, and to make the world a better place.
We were at a fundraising event for another community nonprofit when a songwriter from Carroll County talked during a conversation about community and the importance of being kind. He happened to be a songwriter who wrote us a song, and he donated it to our nonprofit, Action for Kindness. So here's another opportunity for you to stand if you choose, but if not, it's all good. Just sing along.
When the clouds above are gray, you can make them go away. If you want the sun to shine, just be kind. And if your best friend's feeling blue, there is something you can do. Take a minute of your time to be kind. Be kind. When the clouds are gray, you can make them go away. If you want the sun to shine, just be kind.
Listen to you. You did great. Give yourselves a round of applause. That is so fun. So kids really have fun with the song when we do it, and they learn it during our workshops. And they love painting the signs. We are thankful to the students who painted signs for our first nonprofit fundraiser, the Kindness Stroll. And we're also grateful and thankful to the merchants and the sponsors for helping us facilitate the ability for the kids to paint the signs.
Yes, so many collaborations, so many people came together on that. That was really great.
And the message resonates with big kids too. Just yesterday we were at a paint event and facilitated one for Hartford Community College, and today we were at McDaniel. Big shout out to McDaniel.
Yes. So more helpers, more collaborators, more dreamers. Hey hon, let's dream big. Let's find a way that this community paints 10,000 signs in this coming year.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because
we believe everything functions better when you're around kind and compassionate people. And we think you know that too. Say it with us. Everything functions better when you're around kind and compassionate people. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
The honoree of the Living Legacy Award has created and established a fund of the Community Foundation that embodies their commitment to the cause, interest, need, and continues to or has successfully fulfilled its mission, making a lasting impact on the community. To present the 2023 Living Legacy Award is someone who has worked closely with this year's recipient and shares a passion for the mission. Please welcome Ms. Jenna Liebhertz-Daly, Artistic Director of the Children's Chorus of Carroll County.
I feel like I need to be on my tippy toes. Thank you, Mr. Dodge. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to stand on my tippy toes. Mr. Dodge, I honestly could not think of a better description of Diane Jones. She absolutely did create and establish the Children's Chorus of Carroll County with her friend Ida Rubin. Besides a possible cold or a well-deserved vacation, she is committed to coming to the Grace Lutheran Church every Tuesday night to play for the choirs. And our living legacy, Diane Jones, has been nurturing the success of our mission that has beyond a doubt made a lasting impact on this community for 38 years now. Do you mind come up? You can come up. Come on up. You know these people. Come on over. The amount of support from our board is phenomenal, and we have past and current members here tonight, including our past and current presidents. If you're a board member, will you please stand for a moment and wave? We do have our current and past presidents here. Yes. We are a nonprofit organization that is housed by the Carroll Community Foundation, and the mission that Mrs. Jones created states that we are to provide quality music education, choral experiences for children in Central Maryland. And we are dedicated to serving the community, helping children to develop attitudes that will perpetuate lifetimes of joyful singing. I love that part. Yeah. This mission has Mrs. Jones written all over it, and it is full of love. She is warm with her words, direct with her actions, and sees the whole child for their strong potential, including myself. Some found the children's course of Carroll County to drive them towards their current careers. Mrs. Jones recognized this and designed a student internship program, knowing that out of the thousands of alumni, many students would pursue their career in music education. Recent alum who grew up in the chorus under the baton of Mrs. Jones are actually here on stage with me right now. You're gonna wave, okay? Joy Schrader and Alexa Heyman both teach music education in Howard County. Jessica Little is currently at the Carroll Community College and is still active on stage. We saw her perform in Sound of Music here this summer. Sarah Roche, at the very end, she is our alum who has actually sent her 5 children through our program. So we're very grateful for Mrs. Roche and her husband. And she is currently the secretary of our board. And Jennifer Adams teaches music education to students in West Virginia, possibly winning the prize for the person who drove the farthest for this evening's beautiful event. Yeah, well done. Mrs. Jones's legacy is known to many children and parents of Carroll County. And I can guarantee that they are still singing this day with a heart full of joy. Congratulations.
So beautiful.
All right, we're gonna go.
Good evening. First of all, I am deeply appreciative to everyone who has made this event possible. Jackie, Sharon, and the entire Community Foundation staff and board, thank you for this evening, and thank you for the incredible service you provide for our community. I would also like to express heartfelt gratitude to everyone who is here to celebrate with us. It is humbling to stand before you. And now, from the Random House College Dictionary, I am a teacher. Philanthropy, affection for mankind, especially as manifested in donations of money, property, or work for needy persons, or to socially useful purposes. Legacy, anything handed down from the past, as from an ancestor or a predecessor. I love those thoughts, especially because they speak directly to the heart and the intent of this event. As a child growing up in Carroll County, I was blessed to have caring parents and a large, loving, extended family, including 4 brothers, 3 of whom are here tonight. Yeah, terrific grandparents, and a multitude of aunts, uncles, and cousins. A value system based on biblical principles including respect, honesty, personal discipline, integrity, loyalty, and graciousness was the family standard. As a person who recognized the love of Christ at an early age, I've had an indelible guide for a rewarding life. And then there was music. Always music on both sides of the family. Until my 30s, I honestly thought that every home had a piano. Growing up, even the homes of my friends all had pianos. Church choirs, school choirs, piano lessons at Peabody, college choirs, voice lessons, always a lot of fun and inspiring singing and playing. Children's chorus is a natural outgrowth of all of this. In 1985, yes, I'm old. In 1985, Ida Lee Rubin, another elementary music school teacher, and I attended a music conference in Philadelphia. And for the first time, we heard audition children's choirs. We both knew that children were capable of not only producing beautiful sounds, but being expressive and joyous in some ways that seemed to disappear in adulthood. And we said, why not in Carroll County? Our students need this. The two of us actually jumped on the hotel beds that night in total excitement. Really, we did. She was an opera singer, I was a pianist, and we both loved teaching. We both loved children. We launched with about 30 children from our combined elementary schools. We had not a clue about what we were doing or where we were heading, but we wanted the best for our students, including the finest music we could find. Legacies are not planned, they evolve. There is no way I would have thought that 38 years later, I would still be involved in children's chorus. God has consistently blessed us with outstanding directors and staff, precious, supportive families, terrific volunteers, and a working board of directors. And of course, thousands of great kids have gone through our program. Additionally, the greater Carroll community and specific entities like the Community Foundation have played a huge role in our success. We are so grateful to have this opportunity in this place. Locally, in addition to our annual winter and spring concerts, the chorus has appeared in carnivals and festivals, blast games, fall fests, local parades, annually at the Tawnytown Business Breakfast, Rotary and Lions Club events, senior facilities, and many other places. We've sung at the White House twice, the Festival of Trees in DC, Carnegie Hall twice, Hershey Park, and Harbor Place many times. We participated in music festivals in New York City, Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, Oklahoma City, Baltimore, Buffalo, and Chicago. Members of the chorus have traveled to Europe as ambassadors to Estonia, representing Westminster and the state of Maryland, thanks to our beloved benefactor, Mr. Tom Baer, who I would like to recognize. On that trip, we also sang in Sweden and Finland. We've been in England 2 times as festival participants and even sang, this makes me shake inside to think about it, but our little group from Carroll County sang at the High Altar in Canterbury Cathedral. It was amazing. Travel opens up the world to children. They need to experience different cultures and know that the world is full of opportunity. For me, this is an important ingredient of what our organization offers. All children are worthy of the most enriched experiences we can give them. They're worthy of the finest teachers. They're worthy of the beauty and joy that music affords. They're worthy of being given goals that motivate them to push to the next level. They are worthy of experiencing the rewards of a terrific performance. This reality is what has informed the last 38 years. Last but definitely not least, I'd like to recognize my family and friends for the support they have given over these many years. And I would not be here receiving this honor if it were not for them. And I would like them to stand. And now it's time for the most important part of my presentation, and it's definitely the most exciting part. It confirms the continuation of the chorus legacy through the solid leadership of Artistic Director Jenna Daly, who you met, and musician extraordinaire Rachel Im. Please welcome members of the Children's Chorus of Carroll County under the direction of Miss Jenna Daly.
Well, what an amazing evening we've had, and the Orioles are still up 4-1. We hope you've enjoyed the Class of 2023 Philanthropist of the Year Award Show. We look forward to seeing you out in the community, and of course at the Class of 2024 POY Award Celebration next September. On behalf of the Class of 2023 and all of our past honorees, our staff, our partner nonprofits, board members, and the amazing and generous POY sponsors, thank you for being here tonight and for your continued support.